What?
The teacher is already here.
Don't tell him.
Okay.
Don't tell him.
Shut up,
Okay.
shut up.
Yeah.
Charro, charro.
Who is the teacher?
Hey, what's going on, people?
Rebecca.
Teacher, what
Hey.
happened to you?
The internet service just went down, and I just connected my cell phone on that one, so that's the reason.
Tigo, maybe.
Teacher.
Yeah, I don't want to say
Tigo.
Tigo.
No,
What?
No way, Douglas,
He's
please.
You
Claro,
have
teacher.
Theo, teacher.
Always happen, teacher.
Yeah.
Always
No
happen.
way.
The teacher
Yeah.
has
Teacher.
a discount.
In
Yeah,
Tigo, we have a
probably.
plan. We
Come
have
on.
a plan for you. 20 gigas and internet and
Today
cable
is Friday
TV
and teachers
and
know.
Amazon Prime.
Nah, come on. I have I have like, I guess I don't remember if I have like 60 gigabytes at home, but the connection is unstable. So when somebody called me, I say it doesn't matter about the quantity of gigabytes I have because it's unstable. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it doesn't matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Same result.
Yeah, that's what I say. I won't change anything by having more gigabytes, but you know, that's it. Let me see on this one. All right. Do you remember the instruction and what we are doing at this moment?
Yes.
What are
Go ahead.
what were we about to do?
We will discuss the last branch
Mhm.
in groups.
If I'm not mistaken, about the effective and ineffective, right?
Exactly.
And pairs.
Exactly. Working in pairs. You are correct, my friend. That's correct. That's what we are doing at this moment. Just double checking on this one. Let me see.
But do you have Tigo, Claro, or Salnet?
Oh, nah, come
Or
on.
happy, or
I
happy.
have
Color.
happy internet. TV color. No, I have Tigo in my house. And actually, I'm not kidding. Tomorrow the technicians are coming to check the connection. So hopefully
Douglas.
Douglas, is
Yeah,
somebody of you coming to my house to
he will
fix
be
it?
arriving.
That's amazing. I love
Incoming.
to I love to have the Tigo team here. That's fine. All right. Thank you so much. So let's work on this one. Remember talking about effective and ineffective strategies to create brand awareness. 10 minutes and then we return. Thank you so much. And let's begin on this one.
Hours, extra hours. No.
Really, no, but I have to answer that my wage is really nice. And
I close my computer at 6 p.m., but I didn't finish. So tomorrow
We're going to continue.
I will continue tomorrow. No, it's I will or going to? I will.
Really, I think that we can use both. It depends the emphasis that you want to do for the probability of doing it. But I think that American people could understand it. It doesn't matter, maybe.
Yes, tomorrow.
Teacher, what do you think? I think that I'm going to need just for the test because when we are talking, I think that it doesn't matter really. I think, but
Actually, there is just a little difference on that one because when you use either structure, you're talking about something for the future. But as you mentioned, it depends on probably the intention about the plan, right? If you are talking about a plan, something that you decided and something, as I mentioned, like a plan, the best option is going to. Sometimes will represents like a less probability of something happening. So if we think about like, something is like going to happen, you go for going to. Will is like less percentage about something happening. And also when you are, for example, having a conversation and you make an spontaneous decision, you say, hey, I will. For example, if I tell you, hey, come on, hey, I don't have money for the bus. Hey, I'll give you some money, right? A decision in the moment. In that case, will is more appropriate. You don't say, I am going to give you, right? That is like a little bit of the difference it has. So if that is like a plan that you are expressing, like for sure you're going to work, you say, hey, I'm going to work tomorrow. I'm going to finish tomorrow because that's the plan.
So I will work tomorrow.
yes, but
Less
no
probability.
going.
Teacher, I got the point, but I think that if Ileana hubiera dicho, say that, okay, we're saying, I will work tomorrow. For us, really, it doesn't matter because we can understand that she maybe do it, or but if she were saying I am going to do it, it's the same. I know that the probability is different, but the main
idea, like the main point.
Yes,
exactly. The main point is that something will happen in the future, right? The other, like using going to or will, it's like a slight difference on that one, just to afford like more context, let's say. Perfect.
Okay.
So let's
Thank you,
continue
Miss.
talking about strategies, please. Thank you so much, and I will check on the rest. So
Okay.
continue doing a nice job.
Thank
Perfect.
you,
Thank you.
Mister. Thank
Okay, another strategy is the Black Friday.
That's another strategy. It's the same that I was saying with the shoes, because when it's going to buy in Black Friday, you have to be attent all the time to the price that the thing you want to buy. If this can be a kitchen or I don't know, a freezer or whatever. And if you go and see the discount, you're gonna see that maximum they have 10%. Maximum.
Okay.
And if it's better that you buy when they give you pay without interest, or when they have something like 30% or something like that in the store.
Okay, I think Siman, they made
Actually
this.
they have.
Yes, Siman, they always, before the.
Yes. Yes. I think this Tropigas store, the marketing is not so effective. You know, I don't like the pet. King Kong. Nothing.
Tropic Kong probably is the name of the gorilla, maybe.
Yes, I think I don't like that's a store.
I don't understand the relation with the gorilla with the product, right?
Yes, they don't have nothing to do. But in the case of Prado, I like the store, but it's the same because the pet is a cow. And they
A cow?
yes,
Really?
because no, maybe
Probably they don't have a pet because I usually just
they used to have a lot of advertisements with that. They wear coats and they say Prado, ¿para qué ir a otro lado? And they were coats. They was not so related, but I swear they were coats. I remember because when I was a child, they used to have this advertising on TV. Now,
You add maybe one more product or one more service that the competitors don't have. This could be
Yeah, it could be a good advantage, right?
yes, and the brand could be very famous, and I don't know, maybe this is
Yeah,
the point.
and that opens something that I just have in my mind because I always say that the best marketing you can have is people's voice in that way.
Yes,
So if you provide a good service, so it is like the people start talking, you know, with their friends, with their family, and it just like, hey, I just went to this place and they did this, and they have this kind of service and so on.
So it's your moment for shine.
Oh, I was looking. So I can say about the false advertising. The another situation that I consider is a flop is when the company use person who didn't transmit the scent to the advertising. Nowadays, and in the radio, have some advertisement about the coffee cup, and maybe you didn't listen, but it's about a couple person that the conversation is boring, is without sense, and
Simple.
it's some simple in that sense. But basically is complicated. It is yes, it's untasted, is no sounds, rhythmic, is a flop advertisement. And
So as a customer, do you consider it's not attractive? It is ineffective.
yes, and maybe when you listen that kind of advertising on the radio, I sure that some customers change the radio. It's at that level because it's boring. It's absurdo. How I say absurdo?
No, I don't know how to say.
But it's real. It's
Sorry.
really real.
You say
Ridiculous.
ridiculous?
Is the perfect word. And was a song week sound, but other week put on again and that sense. But it's
okay, that's cool. What about effective advertising? We could say, which brand do you consider? Maybe you are listening to the radio record the info.
Thank you so much. It's good to see you back. How did it go in the practice, people?
It was good.
Great, teacher.
Interesting.
Nice.
Interesting.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right,
Fantastic.
Very nice.
perfect. I was just checking and visiting you, and I know for sure you were talking about this one, so I didn't want to interrupt. Nice ideas. Thank you so much. Just we're missing some time, and I would just want to take advantage of this one to go over some topic for today as well. Let me see. By the way, are you checking on my presentation? Can you see in this one?
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Yeah, we're seeing cats.
All right,
Yes. A
perfect.
pushing.
Pushing, that's it,
Pushing.
man. There you are. Thank you. What does the topic or what does it say on top of this slide?
Words with negative and positive meaning.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. And I need your help on this one, please. Let's classify them, right? On the left, we have like the green that says yes, meaning positive one. And on the right, we have the no, the red one, like meaning a negative meaning about the word. Check on this one. If I say nobody, what do you think? Is like a positive context or negative context?
Negative.
Negative
Negative.
context.
All right, thank you so much. Right, we go for a word that gives like a negative meaning or negative context. What about on this one? What do you think?
Positive.
The other
Positive.
way.
Positive.
The other way around.
Positive.
All right,
Positive.
thank you. Thank you so much. What
Can
about
be
on this
both.
one? Could be,
Positive.
depends.
Where
Ever?
Negative.
Ever?
Positive.
Never.
ever.
Positive.
It's
Positive.
positive. Mhm.
Mhm. I will go
Uh-huh.
for positive, right? It's not giving like a negative sense in that context, right? When we
Never
include this
gonna
one.
allow.
Have you
Never
ever
is
loved
negative.
never is
Yeah.
negative. That's fine, right?
Anywhere.
What about
Anywhere.
anywhere?
Where
Positive.
anywhere
Positive.
Yeah,
positive.
Positive.
positive. Mhm.
Positive.
Thank you so
Teacher, why
much.
any is positive?
Hmm?
Why any is positive?
Because in the context, I will explain to you later on when we go for the topic. It's like we use it in negative sentences and we use it in questions in this case, right? But that is for a reason that we use this word in negatives. But I will explain and I will give you the explanation why when we come to the next slide. All right? Just
Okay.
give me a second. Mhm. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see. What about on this word?
Negative.
Nowhere.
Negative.
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 There you are. Thank you. Let's go on this one. What do you think?
Teacher,
Barely.
Negative.
how can you use
Negative.
nowhere here?
Nowhere. In that case, it's like similar to no place. You can say, for example,
Um,
I visited the beach, the mountain, and my family. Another person say, yeah, I'm sorry, I visited nowhere, right? Like no place. That in the negative
okay,
context. Mhm.
I got it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Barely
Perfect.
possible
Barely.
negative.
Right? It gives like that one,
Positive.
right? It gives a
Yeah,
little bit of
negative.
negative, right?
Why, mister?
Because it shows
Yes.
like a short and a small repetition. For that reason, when
Yes.
we talk about that barely like a small amount, so we go for like a
Hardly
negative.
ever.
Hardly ever could be
Sure.
other. Exactly.
Can you give us an example of barely or
Barely, yeah,
barely?
I can
Barely.
barely hear
yeah.
you.
I can barely hear
Barely.
you, right? I have
Yeah,
connections, right?
Yeah, sorry.
That's it.
Sorry.
yeah.
That's in my chip.
I saw the word in a song, bodily breathing.
Barely breathing, right? That is
What is the
automatic for you,
correct
Luis.
pronunciation?
Yeah.
Barely.
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 Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I can barely hear you. That is part of the script, right?
Yeah.
Connection problems. Bye bye.
Yeah.
All right. What about the word no? What do you think?
It's negative.
Positive.
It is negative.
Negative.
Kind of
It could be
obvious.
positive.
It could
It
be.
Yeah,
could be
but it was
positive.
positive.
All right. Thank you.
It was a
And
positive no.
and what about on
Anymore.
this one?
Negative too.
Negative.
Negative. Negative.
All right. All right.
Positive.
All right.
Positive.
I will classify it as positive and I will explain why, right? Because probably there
Okay.
is a question with any and with any more, right?
I
In
don't
one,
want you anymore.
I don't
it's
need you
just,
anymore. like
yes.
chair, you know.
Wow. Oh,
All
Rebecca.
right,
This was
Rebecca.
this is
Teacher,
a
teacher, that's
song.
not true for
This is
us.
not the last class, Rebecca. Don't
It's
worry. Wait
called
until
Yeah,
July
yeah.
25th.
Decorations.
I was remember chair song.
All right, all
Mm,
right. Thank you.
Come on.
Okay.
I think
Mhm.
Byron feel the face hot.
Remember the relation.
Byron, it's not
That-
personal. It's not for you, Byron. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just kidding, right? Probably these words, as I mentioned, could have like a negative context, but I will explain why we could classify them like an exception, let's say, right? For this use. Now, in sentences, we can have some negative elements, right? That means that they provide like a negative context to a sentence, even if the sentence goes like grammatically in the affirmative form, right? Tell me, check on the information. Where can the negative elements occur? Check on the information. They go in subject position.
Teacher,
What else?
can repeat the
The
or
instruction?
return the yes.
Screenshot.
Okay, then thank you.
Perfect. Hey, but let me know when you take a screenshot because sometimes I like with a funny face. Come on, and that goes for stickers. Please don't make stickers on that.
What?
I,
I
I, I
didn't
was
have any idea,
Can
but
Sorry,
you
teacher.
thank
repeat
you.
Yeah,
the
I have
screenshot?
some of
Sorry,
them.
teacher.
Yeah,
I
I
was
But you
checking.
see,
Oh, come on,
I
David.
have
noted.
Go for the stickers.
I have
Yeah,
That's
scissors.
It's a
funny.
positive idea.
not that
Teacher,
positive actually. Tell me.
No,
can you
teacher.
put the
I
previous
only
slide, please?
take a picture for the information, not for
I
your
cover my face
face.
and no, I was checking on one screenshot. If you go over the past pictures and screenshots,
Teacher,
you
I
will see
tried
like
to put
I'm like that one is like come on, but that's fine.
Teacher, in my screenshot, you always appear.
You see, I'm not lying. You see, I'm not lying on that. So I cover my face. Let me know.
teacher, see the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, come on.
yeah,
No,
check it.
yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to be honest, right? I'm afraid of that. All right, let's see on this one. Coming back to the, may I, can I move on to the next one?
Yes.
All right,
Smile,
Yes.
mister.
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
like that. All right, perfect. When we have negative, you see, you're laughing on that one, but that's fine. We can have negative elements, as I mentioned, and they can appear in different positions in the sentence. They can be in the subject position. What else, people? The next one, check on the information.
Adverb,
In adverbs,
Verse,
also in
main verb,
Main
main
verbs,
verbs.
main verb,
phrases with the
Phrases
word
with
with
the
the
word
no.
word
no and
Mhm.
complement.
and complements.
Exactly. There we are. There they can appear in different positions. For example, check on this one. It is not a complete sentence, but it's a portion on that one. Based on the information, is that an affirmative or a negative sentence?
Affirmative.
affirmative.
All right. Okay, perfect. Now we include the subject in this case, like Juanito, right? Juanito. It continues being an affirmative statement.
Affirmative
Yeah.
sentence. Yes.
Exactly. We can include an element in the subject to make it provide probably a
Negative.
negative context. Exactly. Check on this one. Check on this one. We can use some pronouns in the subject position as well. And in that case,
Okay.
grammatically, the sentence is affirmative because the verb is in the affirmative form. But because we include an element like a negative element in the subject, the idea goes for the negative form, right? So in this case, we can include this one. And because we're about to check on double negatives, in English, it's not possible to have two elements stating negativity, right? We go only for one part in the sentence. So let me give you more examples in this one. Let's see. That is in the subject position. In the adverb, check on the sentence. Tell me which represents the frequency in this example.
Sometimes.
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 Exactly, right? So we can include a word or the adverb that provides like a negative context. I remember you mentioned some of them. Which were they?
Juanito.
Mhm.
eh,
Which adverbs provide like a
never.
negative context? Ah, thank you.
Never.
Never.
Because
That's
never
fine. Exactly.
Never comes up.
Right? Never. I have other alternatives. Never,
Rarely.
barely, or rarely, because they represent like a low repetition, right? Sometimes they provide like a negative context. The sentence is still affirmative because the verb goes in the affirmative form, but because of the adverb, this provides like a negative context, right? Juanito never comes up with good product awareness ideas. So its other form to include like a negative, to provide like a negative context in a sentence. And in this one, it shouldn't be correct to say Juanito never doesn't come, right? Doesn't come is a negative element, and then never provides a negative element, and it's not possible to go for that. Let me go for the last one. Let's see. In the main verb, right? Check on this one, affirmative sentence. How can we make it negative in the main verb?
Hasn't.
The company hasn't.
All right, thank you. Has not, full form, or hasn't, the contractive form. There is no problem, right? In that case, the negative element is on the main verb. That is other possibility, right? Remember, negative elements can occur in different positions. Let's
never
go for
has
the
teacher, can we say?
never, yeah, exactly. In that case, we are providing the negative element with a frequency adverb, and we leave the verb in affirmative. The company has never implemented referral techniques. Negative context. Affirmative sentence grammatically. It's possible. Check on this one.
Mister,
Tell me.
excuse me. So in this example, no, sorry, never substitute not.
Substitutes? Exactly.
What?
Substitutes. Substitutes.
Substitute never for not, right?
Exactly. That's correct.
Okay.
Right? Because
Thank you.
if you say the company hasn't never implemented, in that case, we go for double negative. Never and hasn't. And it's not possible to have two negative elements in that one.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mister.
Perfect. My pleasure. Check on the information with the word no. What is the information in yellow? Can I have somebody help me read, please?
The
The
common
common
combination
combination.
is no plus no.
Exactly, right? That is the common combination in this one, and this may appear in different positions. For example, check on this one. We have the word highlighted, time, right? And we have an affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence. How can we make it like a negative context?
The marketing team has not time to
Has
create
no
this.
Dirty.
time.
Has
Exactly.
no.
That's correct. Has no time. In that case, we make use of a combination of no plus a noun. The sentence is still affirmative, talking about grammatically, because if you see, we don't include a negative auxiliary. The sentence remains affirmative, but with this one, we provide a negative context. The marketing team has no time to create the ad, right? That is other alternative to provide a negative element into a sentence. And this is the last one for today, talking about complements, right? And what does or what do the yellow letters say? Letter words.
There are
Yeah.
many complements that
Mhm.
provide a negative context.
Exactly, right? In this case, we can have the word nothing as well. We can have the word no more, that they can appear in different positions, or usually like a complement at the end of the sentence or after the verb, let's say. And in this way, we can say also nowhere. If you see, the sentences remain in the affirmative tense, right? In the affirmative context, because the negative word provides, right? The negative nothing, no more, and nowhere provide like a negative context. For that reason, the sentences should be left in affirmative form. Because if not, we will go for double negatives, and that is not something possible in English. So that is the information that we have in this. Uh, because of time, right, we're going to stop on this one. I will share these screenshots to you, so probably you can have them back. I don't know if you were taking some screenshots, but if not, I will share some information to you. And on Monday, we will have practice on this one, and I will explain what we do, right? There is an assignment that we're going to do in class, so your presence is important to the class. Any questions so far about this one?
No, teacher.
No yet.
No.
Not
Not
yet.
yet,
Yes,
teacher.
All
yeah.
Not
right.
so far.
Thanks for a
Oh,
clear explanation
all
about
right.
it.
So far it's like the introduction, it doesn't get any worse, don't worry. But we will have some practice on this one. And I promise on Monday you will master on this one. I know you do, but you will have more ideas and more practice just to continue learning. All right, guys, time probably is over for today. You are free to enjoy your weekend. If you don't work tomorrow, let's celebrate and enjoy. And if you do work tomorrow, well, think about Sunday. You might have it like free.
And to sleep.
Wow. Thank you.
And if you work on Sunday,
And
so,
if you
sorry,
work on Sunday, you are
Follow the
rich.
teacher for more advices.
Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
me.
All right, all
You're
right.
talking about me?
Oh, so sorry,
All right.
man. So sorry. So please, people, be safe. As I said, right? Don't drink, and if you drink, don't drive. And if you drink, invite me. No, 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 no. Sorry, what?
Ah.
Man,
And if you
I'm
take
like,
these screenshots,
water or guaro?
if you take some screenshots,
Teacher,
please let me know. Right, I cover my face.
teacher,
Tell me.
this meeting is recording.
Yeah. My goodness, yes. All right. I know. Don't worry. I know. Probably this is my last level, but don't worry. No, just kidding.
And the people from Speak invite us too.
yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know why. I don't know
A
why.
good gathering, everything, celebration and that. All right, people, it was nice working with you, and I appreciate your time here. You have done a really nice job. So enjoy your weekend, recover energies, and see you on Monday. Take care.
See you.
Thank
Bye,
See
you.
ya.
everyone.
Bye.
Enjoy
Everyone.
your
Oh,
weekend.
Bye.
perfect.
Weekend advice.
See you, beautiful
Bye.
people. Hey, Douglas,
Beautiful
say
people,
it, say
yes.
it, say it.
Douglas,
Go.
the time feels right.
Yeah, we don't
Beautiful
leave.
people.
Hey, there you are. Thank you.
Yay.
Now I can go in peace.
Douglas, go ahead.
All right, see you, people.
See
See
ya.
you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.